Hello everybody and welcome to Brain Linker. In the previous video, we have been discussing about ArrayList. In this video, we also like to continue that. First is a signature of ArrayList. Public class ArrayList of E extends abstract list of E, implements list of E, random access, clonable and serializable. As we have discussed in the previous video, ArrayList extends and implements all this. The new thing is this E. This E is a topic of generics. We will not go much into details about generics because it takes a whole new playlist to explain it. So we will understand whatever necessary to understand collections. This E specifies type of the array list. Constructors of the array list. First one is default constructor, or you can say no argument constructor. This constructor constructs an empty list with initial capacity of 10. For example, here we have created an array list of strings to store programming languages. Second constructor is a parameterized constructor. This argument is a bit confusing. Let's break it down into small parts. Collection is an interface that is inherited by almost every collection type. List interface implements collection interface, and ArrayList implements list interface. Hence, ultimately, ArrayList implements collection interface. Collection extends E specifies any collection of the type E or its subtypes. Means using this constructor, we can create an ArrayList with any existing collection of elements. One thing that we have to consider is this E and type of the array list must match. For example, here we have created an array list of strings for object-oriented languages. Programming languages must be of type string or its subtypes, means something that inherits string. Third constructor. Using this constructor, we can create an array list with initial capacity rather than a default 10. Constructs an empty list with user-defined capacity. For example, here we have created an array list of strings for programming languages with initial capacity of 5 rather than default 10. Methods of the array list. First one, boolean add E appends or inserts specified element at last in the array list. Returns true if the element is successfully inserted, otherwise false. For example, here we have added an element called Java in an empty list called programming languages. What will happen when this statement gets executed? Whenever this statement gets executed, Java is inserted at position 0. Then I want to add second element called PHP. Whenever this statement gets executed, PHP is inserted at first position, or you can say last position in this list. Again, one thing that we have to consider is type of this element and type of array list must match. Second method, void add integer index E element inserts or appends specified element at the specified position. For example, here we have added Java at position 0. So what will happen when this statement gets executed? Whenever this statement gets executed, something like this happens. Then again I wanted to insert PHP at position 0. Something like this. Then what will happen? Whenever this statement gets executed, Java is right shifted by one position and then PHP is inserted at position 0. Third method, boolean add all collection that extends E appends or inserts all the collection element at the last in the array list. This is same as the second constructor that we have seen. For example, here we are going to append programming languages and object-oriented programming languages. Values for both array list before this statement gets executed are shown here. Programming languages has PHP and Java, and OOP languages has C++. Whenever this statement gets executed, PHP and Java are appended at last. Order of insertion will be based on previous array list. Fourth method, boolean add all integer index collection that extends E inserts all the collection elements at the specified position in the array list. For example, Here we are going to append programming languages in object-oriented programming languages at position 0 rather than at last. So values for both ArrayList before this statement gets executed are shown here. Whenever this statement gets executed, this C++ is right shifted by 2 position, and then PHP and Java is inserted. Again, the insertion order will be based on the previous collection. Fifth method, boolean contains object O, returns true if the ArrayList contains at least one specified element. For example, programming languages currently have PHP and Java as elements. First example is programming languages contains Java. Programming languages dot contains Java. You can pause the video and try to guess the answer. It returns true because programming languages contains Java. Second example is programming language contains Java with small j. You can pause the video and try to guess the answer. It returns false because in Java, capital J and small j are two different things. That's it for today's video. In the next video, we will see remaining methods of ArrayList. Until then, this is Vishnu signing off. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to subscribe us. Please press the bell icon for latest updates. If you like this video, then please press the like button. You can give your doubt or feedback in comment section. Goodbye.